Welcome to Inner Fragrance Stories, where every tale carries a soothing aroma for the soul. Today, we will listen to The Gardener and the Stones to reflect on a profound lesson about the size of our heart and how it shapes our struggles. Let's immerse ourselves in the story and at the same time learn English through its meaningful narrative. There was a woman named Maya who felt overwhelmed by her life. She was constantly anxious, convinced that everything was going wrong. One morning, burdened by thoughts of a failed project, family expectations, and an uncertain future, she went to a quiet park to clear her head. As she sat on a bench, she overheard two neighbors talking nearby. One said, "I'm telling you, that gardener who tends the old botanical gardens, she has a special kind of peace about her. My daughter was lost, but after a few conversations with her, she found a new perspective." The other replied, "It's true. They say she doesn't give you answers, but she helps you see things differently." Maya's interest was sparked. She thought, "I have nothing to lose. Perhaps she can help me find some of that peace." That afternoon, Maya found her way to the lush, overgrown botanical gardens. She found the gardener, a serene woman with kind eyes, watering her plants. Maya approached her and said, "My life feels so heavy. I'm constantly worried and sad. Can you please tell me how to find happiness?" The gardener listened intently, then simply nodded and walked away. Puzzled, Maya waited. The woman returned with a small clay pot filled with soil and a handful of sharp, dark stones. "Take these stones," the gardener instructed, "and put them into the pot." Maya did as she was told. The stones filled the small pot almost to the top. "Now," the gardener said, "try to plant a seed in it." Maya tried to push a seed into the compacted soil, but the stones got in the way. "I can't," she said. "There's no room for it to grow. The pot is too full of stones." The gardener smiled gently. "Now, come with me." She led Maya to a large, open flower bed filled with rich, soft soil. "Take the same stones and scatter them here." Maya scattered the handful of stones across the vast bed. They disappeared into the dark earth, becoming nearly invisible. "Now," the gardener said, "try to plant your seed." Maya easily pushed the seed deep into the soft soil. The stones were still there, but they no longer dominated the space. The gardener placed a hand on Maya's arm and said, "You see, the problems in our lives are like these stones. They are hard and sharp. If your heart is only the size of a small pot, they will fill it completely, leaving no room for anything new to grow. But if you cultivate a heart as expansive as this garden, the same stones become part of the landscape. They don't disappear, but they no longer prevent you from planting seeds of peace, joy, and new beginnings. The size of your inner world determines the weight of your struggles. Don't let your spirit be a small pot. Nurture it into a vast garden." And so, dear listeners, our story ends here. This tale reminds us that our problems don't need to disappear for us to find peace. Instead, we must expand our inner capacity so that our challenges no longer consume us. We hope the fragrance from today's story, The Gardener and the Stones, remains with you, not just as a life lesson, but also as a step forward in your English learning journey. Thank you for listening. Until next time on Inner Fragrance Stories, may you nurture a garden within, where every struggle becomes just a small stone in a vast and fertile landscape.